That's nice.
All right, Coach. Dean, one of the all-time greats in the program history, a two-time All-American, got another year left. I told him he was the face of the program. He didn't seem to think that. He said John Smith will always be the face of the program. That's pretty nice, Coach. But I asked you earlier, 8 All-Americans. What you did at the Big 12 tournament, making history. It was incredible. This has been a great year.
Been a great year, no question. It was, and we capped it off with the champion. That's important. To have an NCAA champion back in your room, along with I think 6 total All-Americans. So, yeah, it's a great year. Yeah, you wish you could do a few things differently, but you also recognize that we had some great efforts to win some tough bouts to become some of them guys to become All-Americans. So tonight with Dean, it was Dean's style, just from the standpoint of when that match started, getting that first period takedown, putting a hard ride on him, building almost 50 seconds of ride time. Important part of the play, the way that match played out.
Dean said one of the biggest reasons he thinks he won is because he's been there, the mental aspect of it. How much do you think that prior experience aided him in this victory?
Well, I think it makes a difference, and I think that the way we handle our champions and things that we talk about is, there's a roadmap to winning multiple times. I've had a lot of good fortune of having guys that have won it twice and 3 times, and coaching my brother who won it 4 times. There's a roadmap. That roadmap's not easy, it's hard. And as long as you just keep in mind that it doesn't get easier each year, it gets harder. You kind of recognize the things that you need to do, and you're a little bit harder on yourself.
And coaching a guy like Dean, who tends to have these closer matches, is that kind of nerve-wracking as a coach to kind of watch him closer?
He hates it. I think the one thing about Dean that you guys got to recognize, although I think when he went into that match, he was 31-0. Is that what his record? Yeah, 31-0. He really didn't look at it that way. He looked at it like he was 28-3. That a few of those matches could have went either way. He didn't look at it like, I didn't wrestle well, and I might have slipped through a match, and I just consider that a loss. So sometimes, as we all know, sometimes when we lose, it helps us get to another level. But this is a guy that doesn't like his performances when he's wrestling, when he wrestles close matches. But, the matches he's wrestling close, and some of them, and this is a tough weight. This is a deep weight, and there's good wrestlers at this weight, and I think that we need to recognize that in that match, to close it out, he took the shot and took him down, and won the match by 3.
John, so much has been made about Dean's close matches, but he wins them all. What is it that he has that enables him to perform when things get tight?
I just say this, that sometimes we assume that people are dominating. There's only a handful of guys, even this year, you're looking at a match that's 6-2 with Rutherford in the first period. But my point is there's only a handful of those guys. Yeah, I had one last year, Alex Derringer. We got to see him, but there's just a handful of them, and the rest of them are going to have to fight their asses off to win matches, and that's what Dean Howe's got to do. It's not like he doesn't work on turns. He works on his turns. He works on his takedowns. But he just had a tough weight where I'd like to see him separate his scores a little bit more at times. But I also understand him and where he's gone and what he's done.
So, you look at him almost being out of the program. What does it say about you and your coaching staff? He almost didn't want to be on Oklahoma State's team anymore. We got a 2-time national champ, 3-time All-American going for his 3rd national title. What's it say about you and your coaching staff, keeping Dean engaged, keeping him in Stillwater?
Well, it was important, kids, and he was a kid at the time. They make stupid decisions, trust me. And, and he was making a stupid decision, and we just said, you're not doing it, and the help of his father and kind of clearing his head. And of course, it was about weight a little bit, 33. And we did move him up that year, and he ended up becoming an All-American as a freshman. So, those are things that you got to do. They don't always make good decisions. They always, as we know, they'll walk away from something and not even realize what they're doing.
John, a little bit off topic here, but it was announced earlier today that Brad Underwood's left the OSU basketball program to go coach at Illinois. I know you got to know him a little bit over this year. Just want to sort of get your reaction to that news.
Brad, he was a neat guy. Yeah, I enjoyed him. Got to visit with him a lot. I enjoyed watching him coach. I liked his intensity. Unfortunately, he felt like he needed to leave. So I'm sure Coach Holder will get a great coach.
Congratulations on the 8 All-Americans, Coach.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate it.